Get you some clips, man. While I'm on this motherfucker, man, get you some clips, man. Get you some shit that's gonna push this shit.
What it is, world, we here once again, man, the Waynemart Experience. I am the one, the only almighty PK Wayne Phillips. And the man on my right, you know what I'm saying, you don't usually see him because he's a modest guy. But if you ever wonder that voice you hear randomly in the background during episodes and the cat we be looking off camera to go see, and the guy I'm always saluting and shouting out, man, that's who this is to the right of me, man. We got him from behind the camera, man, and on the couch, man, to come talk to me today, yes, man. The one, the only, I'm tripping. Before I even go into his name, try to drop the accolades, man. Figurehead of St. Louis, mover and shaker of a lot of things that y'all gonna find out about during this podcast, man. The progenitor of STL Battle Rap, man, and has extremely deep roots into the underground culture that is STL, man. You know what I'm saying? If you old enough, you remember it, man. You know what I'm saying? He cleaned up now. Back, if you remember back in the day, he was in a big T-shirt outside of Vinyl Records in U City, trying to see what was going on Fuck Nelly Day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He has an extensive resume, man. Yes. The one, the only, Weston, man.
What's going on with y'all, man? Shout out to PK, man. He definitely got a good thing going on. I take pride in bringing his ideas, you know, his projects to life, man. So I'm glad to sit on the couch, man. I want to get into it. And this nigga is the type of person that's going to ask you those tough questions, and I'm here for it, man.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? Let's start out the pie how I always start them out, man. I know where you from because you never quiet about it. But for those who don't know, man, where are you from, man? What part of the city you from?
I'm originally, like I said, I was born in U City. I was born on Corbett in Pennsylvania. My mom and them stayed over there for quite some time. But shit, you know, I was probably stayed over there till I was like 1 or some shit like that. And then I ended up moving to my mom moved all around, man. We stayed on Delmar, Pierre Laclede. I don't know if y'all know about that, but that's like right across the street from Regional back in the day.
I think that's before nigga time.
Yeah. But for my people who watching, they probably know. We stayed in, that was like our first crib, Pierre Laclede. That was on Delmar. And what would that be, Clara? Yeah, Delmar and Clara. And then we moved south, man. We moved north. Up in my teen years, I always stayed on I stayed at 4222 Warney. And when I say early teens, I mean like 10 to like 15 or whatnot. And we stayed there. That was my mom crib. But home base has always been Arlington and Ridge, man, on the west side. That's my family. That's the block that raised me. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Definitely, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I asked that for this reason. There's not really too many people that I could say are like legit legends in the city. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you a legit, real deal, like not only just a West Side legend, but an STL legend, man. I always, you know what I'm saying, I've been wanting to interview you for years as long as I've been aware of who you was, man. Like, I don't even know if you remember this, man. I don't know if you remember our very first encounter.
I probably don't.
All right, cool. So this is I want to say 2016. It's 2016, and you know what I'm saying, street status. You wasn't doing battles at that time. It was in that street status hiatus time. So I want to say it was either 2016 or 2017 if I'm not mistaken. But you sat up here, man, and I remember coming to a battle rap event with my partner Reggie, man. My partner Reggie, it was Reggie Kush, man. Go follow him on everything. Salute to my nigga. And I came to the event, and I remember being in the event, and everybody was just like somebody walked in, and everybody was like, it got real kind of whisper in the room and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay attention because I don't know nobody but my man's Reggie. And the next thing you know, his mother was like, yeah, that nigga over, man. That nigga, da-da-da-da. This, that, and the third.
It couldn't have been my event then.
No, it wasn't your event.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it wasn't your event, but motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Because the battle was going on when you walked in. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, more like, yeah, nigga, oh, whatever. I heard it, but I'm not tripping off. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, whatever. The battle wind up ending. And, you know, I just see hella people shaking your hand and all this other shit. It wasn't until the end of the night when the whole event was over, you and Marcos got into it. Mm-hmm. At the time, I was doing my on the spot camera work. You know what I'm saying? Camera footage. You know what I'm saying? PKTV was a great thing back in those days. Anywho,
I do remember the night that you're talking about. Yeah. I just didn't think that was the first night.
No, we actually didn't speak that night, but I had got that footage on camera. Right, I posted it in the Street Report group, and Marcos had asked me to take it down because he was trying to keep it positive over there. Mm-hmm. But you wound up inboxing me shortly after I took the footage down, and he was like, "Man, don't nobody really got footage of me like outside at all, man. So it's like you got some good footage, man. Keep up the good work." That was the first time, like, and I've been aware of you ever since then.
Yeah. I definitely remember that night. Me and Marcos had it really.
I don't know what y'all got into it about, but I just know like y'all was. Yeah, I don't know what y'all got into it about, but I just know y'all wound it up.
I think I was probably definitely drinking. You know what I mean? So any little thing probably. You know what I mean? Like I'm just keeping it real. Hey, any little thing probably kind of like pissed me off or whatever, but that was it. But yeah, I do remember that night very well though, you know what I mean? And I remember you behind the camera, but it was more like Marcos, KD, and DV. It was all
of them was there, but it was basically just you. It was basically just you and Marcos doing all the talking, and I had put it out, and he had asked me to take it down. I kind of live off the rule, like everybody get one. You know what I'm saying?
You can't get that next one.
Yeah, everybody get one.
Shouldn't have been acting like that then. If you ain't
like you ask me politely to take it, say less, whatever, I do that. And anything after that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you cashed in your one. Everything after that is open season, man. So I'm gonna be real, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know if you really be aware of it. You know what I'm saying? But you kind of an inspirational nigga, man. Like in all my years of like knowing you and kind of seeing like your transformation, especially especially going back to like, for those of you who don't know, because I'm tired of talking in circles a little bit, but for those of you who don't know, O is the creator of Street Status DVD.
Correct.
He's the creator, he's the founder of Street Status DVD, which holds literally, for anybody in the city and anybody definitely in the battle rap world, a lot of the origins of battle rap is on his page. He filmed it. It's on his camera. The Street Status YouTube page literally is like a library of like just battle rap history. Not just STL, correct. Just like battle rap history. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So my thing is, how do you go from guy outside of vinyl records that's hella, which is wild because you not an animated nigga today at all, but to go back and see that footage, you like, hey Mo, it's fuck Nelly day. They said it's going down, so we finna see what we can see. How do you go from that to this now, man?
I'm just like a Swiss Army knife, man. If I'm more like a team player. When I played sports, I was a nigga that I was only 5'10", 5'11", but I can play the 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can play 1 through the 5. So at the end of the day, whatever needs I need to do to make some shit happen, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I was like super motherfucking Snoop Dogg at the time. Like I was high as a motherfucker that like I probably blew so much weed, you know what I mean? So it kind of like just put me in a super, you know what I'm saying, like animated state and shit like that. But I felt like at that time that's what needed to be done, you know what I mean? And that's why you get that type of person that I was.
Yeah, because it's like seeing you, going back and looking at this shit, it's kind of like it's like, dang, like this nigga really.
I think that's like 21 years old.
I was sure about to ask, how old was you when you filmed it?
That was 21 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. That's probably like 2005, 2006, somewhere around that time.
I was in middle school when you filmed that thing.
It's probably like 20 years old. So at the end of the day, I was a totally different person too at that same time. Like, and I think with DVDs and shit like that and content, it was just like I was the host at that time. You know what I mean? It was like I was some motherfucking Big Tigger or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I needed to be that front man for that shit.
I don't know if you watch wrestling or not, but this is one of the best references I can come up. He was like a Vince McMahon. Like, he was an announcer on his shit, not really tripping off the fact that he actually was the owner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people watched it, before they found that out, he was just a nigga in a bow tie and a suit announcing the matches, when in reality he was the owner of the whole thing.
No, come on now. You know, early on, I don't watch that shit anymore.
I'm just talking about it.
But early on, I was watching that shit like a motherfucker, and I knew everything that was going on. You already know, like I used to call myself Mean Gene Oakland. You know what I mean? Like, he was a manager, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a host.
Yeah,
So I'm very familiar with that shit, so I understand what you're saying.
So my thing is this, right? Your camera has captured, you know what I'm saying, a lot of history, a gang of history, which we're gonna get into. But what made you, you know what I'm saying, what made you like pick up a camera?
Okay, so I'm a Dipset kid, you know what I'm saying?
Am I?
Yeah, I started at SLPS, of course. I take that back. I started preschool, bro, at U City Library. You know what I mean? That's the first place that I ever went to school at. Then my KG year, kindergarten, I went to Hodgin over there on the south side, like I told y'all before. By third grade, a nigga was super excelling, because that shout out to my grandma, because she always had me reading, and she always just had me on some other shit when it comes to education.
Right.
And by third grade, we was living over on Branch and shit on the north side, and my mom, I was going to Clay Elementary, right off the highway, 70 in Salisbury.
Yes.
Who don't know that fucking exit right there? And she ended up getting some DSEG papers, and she was like, she thinks she was like my mom wasn't really wise enough to know, you know. All she was looking for was something better for me.
Yeah, something better.
My son's smart. I need it, you know what I'm saying? Which was me and my little sister or whatnot. And I had a teacher at the time, and this was halfway through the year. So at the halfway mark, my mom took the shit to the teacher, and the teacher was like, listen, Miss Weston, your son is a great student. Take advantage of this opportunity. And I ended up going to Chesterfield Elementary. Later on went to Crestview. Then I went to Marquette. But the whole time, I'm deep off into computers and shit like that. You know what I mean? So the city just didn't have that type of shit. You know what I mean? They ain't have that type of shit then. So I was like super educated on like Windows and shit, like out the gate. And I just had a love for tech at that moment. At that moment now I could do whatever my mom and them need me to do. The VCR, the Jackson, you know what I'm saying? We could plug the video game up. He is I'm still the go-to person for that shit in my whole family still right now. They still gonna ask me. But so how I got off into the camera shit was I always kept the computer. I always was on the brink of what was going on with the digital world. Right. You know what I mean? And I also merged that with, I really was just the nigga that had the Walkman and shit. I had the tape Walkman. I had the CD Walkman. I was that nigga that was riding the bus, singing motherfucking Tupac and shit. You know what I'm saying? Had a whole bus rapping the songs. And so I was always him. Collecting Source magazines, Double XL. So my love for like hip hop and shit like really grew from the moment of like the jukebox and shit like that. 51, 58. Then my grandma and them, they had cable, so I was able to go catch BET, MTV. You know what I'm saying? So I was just super engulfed in that shit. And I end up managing, just being in the streets and shit. I end up managing Kenny Knox. We took We took 2 trips to New York to try to get him a deal with Universal. I tell the story over and over again. And every time I would go to New York, I would go to Canal Street and I get all the DVDs and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, and so on the back of the DVDs, it used to be like a wholesale number. So what I started doing was I started buying the original copies from niggas. Like, I'd be getting like 20, 30 copies of that shit at a time. All Access, Smack, Cocaine City. Man, just so much shit, bro. Right. Just to where I was just, shout out to Glockaware, Philly. I was getting they shit and I was just selling it on the streets of St. Louis. And I said, fuck that, I'm gonna go buy my own camera and start showcasing the people that I know. Niggas come home from jail beating on their chest and shit. Always got crazy bars and shit. And I start filming just all street shit, all niggas rhyming, all niggas doing that. And so that's really how the camera. But my dude who really introduced me to the camera though is my white boy. His name Kerm. You know what I'm saying? Kerm got some history out here too. But good and bad, because he had dropped he said nigga at No, this is real shit, bro.
Imagine how that went.
He said nigga at High Point. I could, like, somewhere where he was the minority, he said nigga like in his rhyme. So he really thought he was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I really picked the camera up for. If you look on that Fuck Nelly Day shit, you'll see the camera kind of like pan past him a time or two. You know what I'm saying? But he's the one. I bought my camera from him. It was a Canon GL1. You know what I mean? And the rest was history. I was on from there, bro.
I got another question, but you mentioned the camera. Because I remember I was reading, I think that was Twitter? I think I was reading your bio. It's like, yeah, I bought my first camera from a crackhead in 2002.
Yeah, it wasn't Kerm. It wasn't Kerm who was the crackhead. Shout out to my nigga Clint, bro, on everything. He just passed. And me just growing up, calling him a crackhead is absolutely insane, which he did get high. But I have so much respect for this man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Despite him getting high. And he passed, it's probably like 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga had cancer at first. And he was losing all weight. They thought it was over for him then. But the nigga did like a whole turnaround. And he came out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Got his health back, everything. And it was like it was a miracle damn near. And he went straight back to the streets that he know is home. But he ended up passing, you know what I'm saying, maybe a year or two after he did his turnaround. But that's the person who I bought my first VHS camcorder
I was
from.
about to say, it had to be.
It had nothing to do with like entertainment part. I bought it and I was like on the block. So I was on Arlington filming just everybody. I was on, this no hip hop, just filming people just saying random shit. And I'm on simple film and shit. So that's why you see, I think I said like 2002.
You think 02,
yeah. Yeah. So, you know, the hip hop shit didn't come with the camera till like 05. You know what I mean? Some shit around that time.
Indeed,
so yeah, rest in peace, Clint, man. Number love.
Indeed, man. I actually do want to touch on that DSEG thing, man. Mm-hmm. So, where was you? Because I know you say y'all was in U City. Where was you staying at the time when you got the DSEG paper?
I was staying on Branch.
Okay, so you was on the north side.
Yep. I was in the 3rd grade.
So I'm actually glad you brought this up because this is something I've been wanting to ask people around the city for a minute. Like, talking to you, we actually, ironically, despite the age gap between us, got hella shit in common. Mm-hmm. As somebody who, because I was a part of the DSEG program, I went to Elliott Elementary. I went to GSL.
That's on Fur.
On Fur and Quarter. I went to GSL, ran by they was the people that owned the place was Deacon. They owned the church, Union Sinai Missionary Baptist Church, the church I grew up in right here on Spring and Cousins. They ran that mug. My adopted mama, she was hardcore in the church. She was that lady that know all the church business. Y'all ready to go home, and you sitting on the steps waiting to get in the car. She and her talking to 1 million people. They call her house for the church van number, all of that, man. Anywho, boom. So I was at GSL. I wound up graduating my class at GSL as valedictorian. First grade, I went to Elliott Elementary, right there in the Dub. Cool. From there, I winded up at Crestwood. And I was at Crestwood from 2nd to 4th grade. And then I got pulled out of Crestwood because my daughter, mom, she ain't drive on the highway and she ain't like mobbing that far out. But in that time, and this always stuck with me, is like I went out there and it was a whole like different world out there. Like it's like I go out here, I see the kids walk to school, but they feel it's like it feels safe out here. It feels safe. Well, we was learning, we was on computers and all that. We wasn't like we was still when I was at Elliott, we was still on Macintosh computers with the big square floppy joint.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We was still on them joints, but we out here, they got. I don't think it was Dell. I don't know if Dell computers was that back then. I know it had a Windows operating system, but they wasn't on the big floppy joints. We playing Quest for Camelot and shit on the computers and Oregon Trail and all that shit. It's like, so my question to you is, somebody who went through the DCA program, how did it feel leaving, you know what I'm saying, Branch and Blur, where you stay at, and going to the county, seeing a whole new world? You said Chesterfield, right?
Correct.
So but you come back to this every day.
Hey man, I and this is real talk, bro. I'm in talks with somebody right now about making a doc about the DSEG program because there's so many layers to that shit, and that's a great question that you asked. It was just a complete culture shock, to be honest. Like I'm gonna just keep it real. Like my house always been a trap house, and this just facts. Just letting the motherfucker inside of my life. Like my house, motherfucker knocking on the door all day. They getting cracked. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom is at the reins of that. You know, like, and that shit was normal to me. You know what I mean? But when I went to school, and I'm noticing that these kids don't have any of these same, you know what I mean? They don't have none of these issues. They got a mom, they got a dad, which, you know, everybody had their own problems, but it's just comparing the two. So it was kind of like I had envy, you know. I had envy for the white kids, and I really probably had envy for you if you was a black kid that stayed out there. You know what I mean? It was like, nigga, you damn near an alien. Like, how did your family make that happen or whatever? But it was hot and cold, PK, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like, when I'm at home, I'm at home. I ain't bringing that shit from school home. When I'm at school, I ain't bringing that shit from home to school. I'm Antonio and that motherfucker. I'm moving through there just like one of the regulars, but, bro, it's a lot of trauma and all of that shit, though, still, though. You know what I mean?
I agree wholeheartedly, man, because I remember, I don't know if they did this where you was at. I know Lindbergh School District, they had this thing called buddy families, right? That was, so say like certain situations gonna happen that's gonna mess up like traffic and all that stuff, or like so the kids from the city can get to school. They assigned every kid from the city with a, you know what I'm saying, they partnered them up with a kid who also go to their school that live out by where your school at. I never forget, I ain't seen this dude since I left Crestwood, but it was this white boy named Keegan. His daddy used to work at Cecil Whitaker's Pizza. That's how I had it the first time. Cause I'm like, boy, this emo. They like, nah, this Cecil Whitaker's. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, dude had honeysuckle trees in his backyard and all that shit. And when it was like, I remember the Pope came to St. Louis one year, and I wound up staying out of his house because traffic downtown was finna be like ridiculous with him in town. So I stayed out there. But I asked that because it used to blow my mind even that young. Cause it's like when I'm out here, like this is the first time I seen like police like give kids like baseball cards and shit for like running up to them and talking to them and shit. But down here at the crib, it's like
niggas running away from the police.
Man, you see the boy, you ain't even did shit.
Right.
You just take off running, and it was like, you know, it's like I had to walk because I want to say after first grade, I went to Elliott for first grade. They was closed down the following year. Elliott, and the school been closed down ever since. But I had to walk to Elliott as my bus stop every day. Me and my little brother Gus, we made my man's rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
We sat up here and we walked down to that bus stop and we'd go out here and it's a whole just like new world. And I used to think every day when I came home, like, damn, why come my area don't look like that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't really meet too many other people that actually was a part of the DSEG program.
You asked why your area don't look like that, and I know we probably talk about community and shit later on during the interview.
Hey, 100%.
But it's 100% because of the educational system. So it just goes right back to what you talking about. Like we ain't got the tools. Yeah. You know what I mean? We ain't got the tools to make our shit look like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And it's by design as well. But I ain't one of them woke ass niggas or nothing. I just going with the hard facts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. But we can get on that back to that in a second. But like I said, that DSEG thing, like, because you say that's where you like picked up tech from, like you in the I was in the cameras too, and all that shit. But I actually got that from my mama. Like my mama, one of them people. Her birthday, my mama's birthday was yesterday, and today is my niece August Ray's birthday. So happy birthday to y'all, happy belated. Even though I told my mama happy birthday yesterday, but my mama one of them people. She get a camera. Like, mama, stop taking pictures. Like you be done pose for the first 2-3,
right? Man,
15 minutes later, you still see flashes. Like, man, mama, relax. So that was that. My mama had it was a Sony. I know that. And it was like, I don't know, my mama had this very terrible video that my brother Greg shot of me performing I Got That Fire wearing his clothes by Juvenile. I think my mama got fired because of that video.
Oh,
actually.
Man.
My mama lost her.
Badass kids.
I forget where my mama was working at the time, but we taped over the damn, you had to buy individual tapes for the camera, you know what I'm saying? And you can't, like, if something already on it and you record, you know how cameras work. But for those of you who don't know, who not old enough to know how old school cameras work, is that the tapes are, if it was blank, you put it in, you film. If you don't take that tape out, it's gonna record. It ain't like you can go to a point and just keep recording. It's just gonna record over whatever's already on the tape. And my mama had a presentation, man. She had a presentation at her job with that tape. And it was us rapping. It was me and all my brothers on the South Side rapping Juvenile.
Oh, man. Y'all bad as a motherfucker, man. You got mom fired.
My mama got fired over that tape. So once again, our apology. It was Greg's fault, but that's beside the point. Anywho, so back to the hip hop, man. You got your camera, right? What made you, I know you said you was recording everything around, just where you was at, but what made you focus specifically on hip hop? Was it the DVDs from New York?
Yeah,
was it just,
I was in a management at that time. So I
don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But I want to stay on that right quick. You say, man, you was managing. I know Kenny Knox is one. Who all did you did you manage?
I'm really just going to say I managed Kenny Knox, but,
because I know you got a situation with Young True, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's been my family forever, so you know what I mean? But we just really got with each other on the business. But at the time, you had Kenny, who is a name that I could probably really throw out there. But also the group Gang Bang, he had a group, which was Freaky Jason, you had Buck Baby, you had Ro Fetty, and you had Pop Stang, you know what I mean? So it was a group. At the end of the day, when I met Kenny and them, they was selling the CDRs, so them the ones that you can burn. Them is not the real replicated ones. You know what I'm saying? Those are ones that you can kind of like do at home.
Yeah.
But then the replicated ones, they cost more. Those is the albums that you gonna go in and Best Buy and shit like that and get at the time that people were selling CDs. I just put together a marketing plan and and felt like he needed replicated CDs, he needed a cover, he needed the whole shebang. And I put that whole play together. You needed posters, you know what I'm saying? You needed the internet was bubbling, but it wasn't bubbling like that.
I'd imagine around that time.
No, it wasn't bubbling like that. Like MySpace is like right after that. You know what I'm saying? Like right after the rollout that I'm talking about. So yeah, just other people that I managed was just them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we was hustling good on Maple, and a friend of mine, that's his brother, Kenny, his cousin. So I was like, me, I feel like I always had brains. I'm like, man, listen, we could take this shit to the next level. And that's really how I got down with them. Your initial question was,
what made you focus
on hip hop?
Yeah, on hip hop as far as
that really was it. Like I was all in it, and like I told you before, I was always a nigga, had all the XXLs, all the Source magazines, all the Fed magazines, Ozones. Like I was that. Yeah. Like I had this shit. I wish I would have kept that shit. Like to be honest, I wish I would have kept all of that shit, because I used to be moving that shit like I move or something. I'm like, man, who the fuck want to move a whole thing full of magazines? You know how heavy that shit get. So like over the years, I just end up just getting rid of the shit. You know what I mean? Or throwing it away or doing all types of shit. But I was like always heavily engulfed in the hip hop culture, bro. So it wasn't gonna be jazz. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna be. I wasn't trying to be the new evening world, the digital evening world, which I wish I would have, because goddamn it, real STL, the voice of the people. They booming right now. Listen, heard Fox News is jealous of them people. They get straight to the people, man. So at the end of the day, I wish I kind of could have been on the brink of that as well. But it always been hip hop or nothing with me, and I always been heavily East Coast based. Like I just had a thing for New York and shit like that. So that's really what it was.
So what was some of the first, I know we talked about the Fuck Nelly Day thing, but what was some of the first content when you officially was like, hey, I see the vision, man. I'm finna have my own DVD, man. Like, what was some of the first stuff you started shooting for your DVD? Like, do you remember what was on
Hey, bro, that Fuck Nelly Day is like, that's before the DVD.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I figured that's before.
So that's really like, bro, as soon as I jumped in the game, I went viral. So that's what made it. That's a
hell of a start.
Man, listen, bro, I didn't have a struggle. None of that shit. I filmed. I directed a video with Kenny and Freaky Jason. It's like the first video that I dropped on my channel, if I'm not mistaken. And then it went like straight into the Fuck Nelly Day shit. And I went viral, bro. I was on every digital website that there was at the time around hip hop for that day. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I started out great. It was easy breezy. From there, I had built my fan base. I had built, you know what I'm saying? We was on MySpace at the time.
Yeah.
So people knew who I was, you know what I'm saying? So the DVD rollout, because it wasn't just all digital at that time then. You know what I'm saying? It was, the digital shit was early. The DVD shit, the physical shit still was going on. CDs, DVDs, that shit was still popping. So I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm finna put together a DVD. And on a DVD, man, I ain't gonna lie, I had Mark Wade, rest in peace. Was a nigga from my hood who had hands. I'm talking about real live hands. And he always been able to rap, but he got high. Crack got him. Yeah. So, but he would never take the, he always had the opportunity to spit some bars. So I got him on a DVD. I had Averb on a DVD. I had Young True on a DVD. I had Arch Rivals, Clickety Clank, Keywan on there. I had Legion on Pop Hooray right now. The popcorn, the gourmet popcorn spot.
Oh, that's the dude who on there?
Yeah, he was a rapper back in the day.
5 News when they be.
He was a rapper back in the day. He was on the DVD. Man, shit, man. I had Kid Trill on the DVD. Man, I had endless artists, because these was connections that I was just making, like natural connections. I had Athlete, Playboy, on the production end. I had Spotlight. My cousin Mookie, man, rest in peace. He was the creator of 409 Records. He ended up managing Spotlight at the time. So I pulled up to his print shop right out there where Bliss and shit at right now. I pulled up to his print shop, shot a video for Spotlight. I mean, it was endless amounts of individuals. And to put the icing on the cake, I called Jim Jones at Blackman's Plaza when Ballin' was going on. And I filmed that whole concert and I slapped that on. You already told you I got the marketing on point. Slapped the cover on that motherfucker. Got a whole bunch of DVDs replicated. It was over. It was over. I was in the streets with it.
About how many DVDs did you drop?
I say 2,000 at that time. 2,000 for sure.
God,
I was getting 1,000 at a time. So and I had probably a double up run. So 2,000 DVDs. But like people was purchasing them. But then I was giving them to people too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like my people, you know, some people would show support, but then I just catch people who I know needed that, or individuals who was on the album, you know, on the DVD, I would give it to them. You know what I mean? So I probably say half and half. You know, 1,000 sold, 1,000 given away.
How much was you letting them go for?
Shit, at that time it was probably about $10.
Yeah.
You know.
That was up. So you start putting these DVDs out, right? And you go from the DVDs to the battles.
Yes, sir.
How did you decide to start incorporating? Because I know Smack used to have whatever shit just going on around New York on his DVDs. Then the battles was at the end of the DVD. Mm-hmm. So how did you go? Did you have that same kind of format?
No, so this is what I noticed with Smack. Smack shit was like, it was a DVD, but it still was like an album. You know what I mean? It was like, I got Peter Guns, I got BMF, I got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just like track listing, like boom, 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 boom. That's kind of like the same thing with me. I had Young True, I had Averb, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, my outro, instead of a battle at that time, was the Jim Jones shit that I told you about. Yeah. Typically with a Smack DVD, the outro would be the battle.
Yeah, the battle.
You know what I'm saying? He would always end the DVD with the battle. But yeah, even before I really got into the battling, as far as like filming and being a part of the shit, I was a huge battle rap fan, bro. Like me and like all my partners, we used to sit in the house and we used to watch this shit. Cause like I told you, it wasn't just Smack DVDs that had battles on them. It was other DVDs that had battles on them. And it didn't matter. We would all watch them. You know what I'm saying? So even before I got off into the battle rap shit in St. Louis, I've been on that shit. Murder Mook, T-Rex, Nims, what's my nigga? X Factor. Miles. Just Young Miles at the time. Then, you know what I mean? Like, and like I just told the story on Brit shit. You Listen Media. My bad. You Listen Media. It was even a DVD to where two niggas battled and whoever won, they got to have sex with the individual, young lady. So
what?
Yeah.
Wait, that was a battle. That was a reward for a battle?
This is a true fact, bro. I wish I could find this DVD, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. Like certain shit you just don't supposed to throw away.
Yeah, that's a
two niggas battle, bro. That motherfucker turned from a hip hop DVD to a porno. I'm not bullshitting, bro. This is a fact, bro. This is a fucking fact, bro.
Hey, that's wild as hell, man.
You just think, goddamn, you like, yeah, MC Gusto with the win, and all, goddamn, next thing you know, he ain't that motherfucker. Bang, bang, bang. hey,
that's insane, dog.
Bro, and listen, even if you go to You Listen Media, IG, bro, they put that clip of me saying the same shit up, and bro, it's like 3 or 4 niggas in the comments like, bro, I definitely remember that. So this is all factual shit,
that's
bro.
Crazy, man.
All factual shit, dog.
But so, all right, boom. So My bad. That dang.
You
I
all
wasn't
right, you all
expecting
right.
that. That threw me off. That's crazy.
You kind of on the battle rap shit. Like,
I know, man, but I was just like a motherfucker going from a nigga battling to crack something. That's insane, dog. That's like you ever seen the movie Grease? These motherfuckers drag racing for the gill.
Love Grease.
Yeah, dog. That's like I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what popped in my mind. Anyway, back on topic, man. So you know what I'm saying? Do you know how many DVDs like you made in total? Like not like to put out, like just like Street Status DVD 1, 2, 3 shit, like yeah.
I made volume 1, I made volume 2. Volume 2, man. Shout out to Guccio, shout out to Phil. Bro, they introduced me. Them niggas saw something in me. Cause them niggas was like, they was promoting heavy at the time here, so they was bringing every artist. When the artist came here, they allowed me to film the artist, bro.
Right.
For my own shit. They don't got nothing to do with this. They just know that I'm on my grind and they gonna put me in position to make it happen. Right. I can't repay them niggas when it come to the, you know how you do something small for somebody?
Yeah.
Or it really ain't nothing to you, but to them it's everything. Yeah. It really was everything to me because bro, I interviewed Jewels, Bun B, Franchise Boys. I got Future on there.
I think I seen the clip. It was Cameron on one of them.
That was they ain't hooked me up with the Cameron. I got the Cameron on my own.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But them niggas paid for me to go to Atlanta with them. You know what I'm saying? I think it was BET, the first hip hop awards for BET. Bro, I was at the Dungeon Family studio. So I think Rico Wade, rest in peace. Man, I had everybody on this second DVD, bro. And guess what I did? I still put my St. Louis niggas in there.
Absolutely.
Because I know even then it was going to pop that much more. I had Jeezy on there. I had Blood Raw on there. Man, it was just an action-packed CD. That was my DVD. That was my second one. And then my third one, I did a battle rap DVD to where I put all of the, like I said at the time, even though we on the internet,
yeah,
the DVDs are still moving. They still moving. So I made a Word War DVD and I put a bunch of battles on there and I started putting them in the street because a lot of niggas wasn't even on the internet at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I made 3 DVDs in total.
Okay, shit. Do you still got?
I only got
footage?
one DVD, and I got the Word War DVD, of course, cause them just the battles. Cause I still got all of them. I got my first DVD, but that middle fucking DVD, bro,
nigga,
man,
the best shit you got.
I got the best
ain't...
interview with Bun B, bro, probably out here right now.
I was about to say, in the land of content, man, especially in today's age. Like everybody be wanting to see how shit was. That shit would have killed today.
Listen, I always tell you, if anybody watching this, you got that DVD, man, Street Status Volume 2. It got Jewels on one side. You flip it over, it got Bun B on the other side. The graphic work was impeccable. Shout out Philly Customs at the time. If you got that, man, I got $100 for you for sure, man. So just let me know. I'll be putting that on my Facebook page a lot. I be having niggas digging through the archives trying to find that motherfucker. Real.
Indeed. So you say you put out 3 DVDs.
Yes, sir.
The third one being the Street Status Word War DVD.
Yeah.
How did Word War come about?
Word War came about. That's Verb idea. I never said nothing about Word War. You know what I mean? Meaning like I never came up with the idea of Word War. I put Verb on my DVD.
Okay.
At this time, he had Battle Spotlight, I think. And shout out to June 5th, which is Brooke Holiday, Tiffany Fox, and DT. Brooke doing her thing.
Salute to Tiffany Fox.
Brooke doing her thing with 300. I think she like the vice president or president of A&R at 300. Tiffany Fox still doing her thing, movies and all that. And then DT has a podcast called Chat and Chew. I definitely want to shout her out. But at that time, they had a relationship with Brad Young and Verb. And they was like, man, you need to put Verb on the DVD. And that's how Verb got on my DVD. And he was on there talking and popping so much shit that a lot of the niggas from like Weston, Pagedale, Pine Lawn, they was like, man, fuck this nigga Verb. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I promise you, bro. It made instant. This is on MySpace, bro. So you got the DVDs in the streets, and then you got the clips that I might be able to put on MySpace and shit like that. And niggas was like right at Verb neck, and that nigga instantly, he like, you know what? Oh, I got this idea, and I want to bring you in as on the production end. Plus, I already had the YouTube.
Right.
Like I told you, I went viral day one. So I already had the YouTube. I had the subs. I already had the audience for the shit.
Right.
And that's how me and him hooked up. The very first event, I think it was like Ill versus G Soldier and some others. I can't quite remember.
Classic battle.
Ill versus G Soldier. Yeah, when he said, "Would you fuck that nigga?"
I wouldn't touch that nigga. Whew, Lord.
Yeah. This is like, listen. But that first event though, I was like, oh no, we got some going here. You know what I mean? And at that time, Street Report Marcos, he had the relationship with Coffee, which was African Palace.
Yeah.
I had the whole production shit and the YouTube, and then Verb was putting MCs together. But at the event, you know, he used to be coming to me, always asking me who would he think I should put against each other. You know what I'm saying? We was having them. Me and him was quite close at the time when it came to like business. We was quite close, so we would talk shit probably daily. But at that time, man, I was going home, man. You don't even understand the workflow to make that shit happen. At that time, like, this is fucking mini DV time. You know what I'm saying? So I have to transfer the shit to a Mac. And then that shit taking all day, man. That shit used to be like a 2-3 day process to even bring that shit to the digital world, dog. It ain't as easy as it is today. And so a nigga put in a lot of work. But when I tell you I used to lead those events and go straight home and get straight to getting down on, you know, with the editing and shit like that. So nigga put in a lot of work with that. But that's how the whole World War street status shit happened. But I always let them know though, like, World War is your baby, but street status, that's my child, and it got to be in them same talks. You know what I'm saying? So World War, street status, World War, whatever you want to call it. That's just what it was at the time.
Indeed. Yeah. So when did it not be World War no more, and it was just solely street status?
So, mind you, for like some months, we put in a whole lot of work. You know what I'm saying? We putting in work, and then like Loaded Lux and all of them, they reached out. We end up going up there and doing the Lions Den joint, and that's when Verb called SB on a corner and shit,
right?
And put some knots on his shit. But I must say, dog, I got nothing but respect for SB, and that nigga shit is just as memorable to me.
No, SB shit was good, but he wasn't beating shots fired. Yeah, even as Guardian Angels, he wasn't. He just wasn't beating it.
But that nigga said some shit in that battle, like. So people always just try to say like he got his ass whooped, and I just don't be understanding. I'm like, damn, are y'all really listening? But everybody got different ears. But when I caught that battle out there, that kind of took my shit to a new level.
So the joint that's on Undeniable TV, that's your footage?
No, it was more than one camera out there.
Okay, because I know. I think even today, if you search up A-Verb versus SB, it's like it got Undeniable TV at the bottom, and I was like,
no,
okay.
I think like if I'm not mistaken, it's probably about, if you dig on the internet, it's about 3 or 4 things on there. I got my own shit that don't say Undeniable TV. Undeniable TV.
I know for me, I just know Undeniable TV is how I seen.
Yeah, Dash Living. Shout out Dash. He was one of the cameras out there. Okay. He was one of the channels out there. But it was like 4 channels out there that got the. If you look at the video, you see about 4 cameras just.
Oh yeah, I see everybody got their cameras
everywhere and shit like that. So, but that battle kind of really catapulted my shit into, because that wasn't a World War battle. You feel what I'm saying? That was like A-Verb versus. That's some.
You
shit.
know what's crazy? I just Googled it, right, and it say Smack URL and street status event A-Verb versus SB, but it's not even on your channel.
Yeah, I mean, you know, shout out to them. I let the bootleggers eat, man. I ain't one of them niggas, man.
And then the one right under it, the one directly under it is your footage.
That's why you gotta have SEO and shit. SEO is where your shit come up.
And then the undeniable TV one is the one that
your shit come up first. Yeah. You know, so you can get all your clicks. I ain't studying out that. Let the bootleggers eat, man. I'm not on that. But like once I got that battle, I posted that battle, that shit went ridiculous, man. I think STL was in a different type of.
One would say a lot of people would say like that's the ground zero for battle rap as we know it today. Cause you got to think about it, bro. Like at least from my perspective, like I said,
I mean that's an argument. You know what I mean?
The way I see it is this, right? I know all the battles I saw before I saw that battle was just all New York niggas, like, you know what I'm saying, against each other. Then I saw that. I'm like, one, I don't know who Verb is. They say he's from the city. And I see it, and it's like after that, you started seeing different cities against each other. Obviously, New York versus St. Louis, Detroit versus Chicago, shit like that. So that's that. I do have a question for you.
I ain't even really asked. I ain't answer your question. I ain't answer your question for real. I just don't want to leave nothing out or whatever.
Go ahead.
And when we came back home, that nigga Verb had Blue. You know what I'm saying? Like he was on his shit. Like he wasn't the same Averb. Cause you gotta understand, Averb was really just hosting the battles. We all know that he can rap. Like we used to be throwing ciphers and shit in between the battles and shit. He used to always have some nice ass shit to spit or whatever, but he wasn't battling. The first nigga that he really battled was like Young Mace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's really was the show Low Deluxe that he was capable of you know, getting in the ring and shit like that. And that's how we got the head ice battle that never went down or whatnot. But when we came back home, he was on some other shit. He didn't want to do Word War no more. He had already said he was having issues with niggas and all type of shit, and he just felt like, you gotta know Verb, you know what I'm saying? He just one of them niggas like, you got me fucked up, nigga, I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying, type shit for you. I did this for you, I made you a star type shit. He be on that type time. So he was getting into it with a lot of niggas and shit, and I just think he didn't want to deal with that bullshit no more. He was on his own.
Right.
And the opportunity came for Averb versus Hollow and Hitman versus
Rich Dollars.
Rich Dollars. There you go, sir. And them niggas needed plane rides in a hotel. And shit, I always gonna keep some paper in the cut. And I was like, shit, I can make it happen. But this is a street status battle. And that's what it was. From that moment on, World War and me and World War ties was severed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you actually touched on the closeout on that answer. You actually touched on something else I was finna get into. I've heard over the years through interviews, man. I definitely finna get Remedy here, man, to get his perspective on that same incident. But in your particular, from your perspective, man, how exactly did you, I mean, obviously you and Verb was doing business. How did you become a part of like being out there for the, you know, the call out and shit for the Averb SB situation? Like, the question I'm basically asking is this, man. When y'all got, you know what I'm saying? I was about to say a kite. I've been talking to my brother. He locked up. I've been talking to him too long. So when y'all got the memo, man, about Lux and all them trying to get y'all to come up to NY, man, for the battle, man, how exactly did like the planning and all of that go down? Like, hey, man, we going out here this day, plane tickets, all that. How did that go? Who all rolling? How did that?
Averb had the connection with Lux.
Okay.
So he talking back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? I played for my own flight and all of that. The rest of them, the niggas that was booked, Verb partner went too, though. A friend of Verb's went too. So we probably like 5 or 6 deep. As far as like the hotel room, we, you know, niggas had hotel rooms and that was really it. But niggas didn't get paid for that. They only got a flight in the hotel room.
I was just wondering, like, how did Muggs decide who from the crib was going?
Them was like the top niggas at the time. Hitman was at Mineral Area College at the time, so he couldn't go at the time.
Yeah, I think he said he had a game or something.
So he couldn't make it. Something was in the way of him being set up for that battle. I think it may have been basketball season or something like that. So he was in basketball season, but shit, Young Ill, Remy, Averb at the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was too many other niggas outside of them that was going crazy. I mean, Juice was going crazy. G Soldier was going crazy. But shit, them was the top 4 guys at the time. So that's really how they got set up on the matches. And Arsenal, Head Ice, Ice, and Goods. Those were 3 of the main killers on Lions Den at the same time. So it really was like a no-brainer as far as the matchups.
Okay, cool. Damn, I forgot damn it. How did you just close out your last question? Talking about there it go. So this is the thing that got me like hip to STL Battle Rap. Before this moment, I never knew STL Battle, like there was Battle Rap in STL. We talking, this is 09.
Mm-hmm.
I already graduated. I got my phone. I'm sneaking to use my phone while I'm in MCT in California, man. And I know shortly before I left, my partner Reggie, man, salute to my nigga once again. Like we watched battles, we had watched Fight Club and all that shit, but he had he was a way bigger fan at the time than I was of battle rap. And I know the last battle he had showed me was Iron Solomon versus Math, right? Like I would always go back and rewatch that battle. And then randomly, I'm just on YouTube on my phone, and I type in STL Battle Rap, and then I see Rich Dollars versus Hitman Holla, right? So, and then Averb versus Hollow. So, how did that event come about? Cause man, I ain't gonna lie. That event is one of them things. Looking at it, especially now as me as a fan of battle rap now, I look at that crowd and motherfuckers in this motherfucker elbow to elbow and white beaters and shit. I'm like, I know it was yanking in that bitch.
Right before that, if you look at me, I hired a cameraman for that. I mean, it's still my camera and shit, but somebody else filmed. I'm actually on the footage.
Yeah, I know you on the footage. Yeah,
I have broke my ankle and shit at the time, so I'm in there on crutches and shit. But when I tell you that shit was a zoo, that shit was a zoo. And I think that's another way that it kind of got me hooked on the battle business, is because my overhead was low. You know what I'm saying? My overhead was low, and everybody in there was $20 or better. So, you know what I'm saying? It's over, man. It's 150, 200.
Yeah.
It damn near got shut down. It was too many people. African Palace just couldn't hold it. So, nigga, you had everybody on the outside. If I had a bigger venue at that time, dog, nigga probably could have made about 15,000 or some shit like that. But the money that I did make was cool. But I think at that very moment, a light bulb went on in my head, like a nigga just a natural born hustler. So I'm just thinking of ways that I could make $1, and then I ain't got to worry about nobody being like over my, police on my back and shit, or worry about risking my freedom and shit like that. So I was like, oh no, I'm finna start this shit here. Oh, it's up. You know what I'm saying? And I never felt like that the entire time we was doing that until that actual date. Which I used to make money from the battles though, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a third of it. You know what I mean? Didn't have to risk nothing, but I was making a third of the money that was made revenue, off the duel. Yep. And so that battle just came about. Like I said, nobody really had the paper to fund it, and I had the paper to fund it. And shit, I picked up Hitman. I picked up Hollow and Rich Dollars from the airport, if I'm not mistaken.
So, did you set those matchups up, or did Verb set those up?
Verb set those up. So that 2-round shit, you have to
take because I was about to ask that next. How did it become a 2-round battle?
I have no idea. Maybe it was short notice or what, but
because I ain't gonna lie, Holla, Rich Dollars. I ain't gonna lie, that battle needed a 3rd round. I don't care what nobody say. Hey, that battle was 1-1. I don't look Holla. Hey, look, I understand. I fuck with you, my boy, but that battle was 1-1 to me. Then, honestly, I think it's the same way for Verb and Hollow too. I know people give Verb the win because, you know what I'm saying, hey, try that Mac 5 for shit. Swing, I'm a weed a shot. Then these niggas gonna give you that same treatment Jesus got. Like, I know that was a room shaker. Still is to this day. But it's just like, I ain't like Hollow was going crazy. That's what made me a fan of Hollow. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I go off about 5 minutes, come back in a funeral home with a hat and a shirt that says I did it. Like,
yeah, like Hollow the Don is like Rain, man, to me. He was all like you don't gotta understand. You gotta understand. Like I picked him up from the airport and I'm taking him like through the hood and shit. So all of that little parts that he's saying about St. Louis and shit, he just getting that from like general conversation. You know what I'm saying? He said the West Side or Paigedale. People think that he said of Paigedale, but he said the West Side or Paigedale.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna take me to the West Side of Paigedale? Shit like that. He said some shit about Young True or Taylor Made, or he said some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So them just like Rain Man moments, because the day that I picked him up is the same day that the battle went down. Dang. Yeah, so once I drop him off at the hotel, he going back and he constructing all of this shit. Pick him back up, bring him to the venue. He spitting this shit.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That
hard.
Nigga sick. That nigga sick.
Yeah, man. What's that shit? What Rich Dollar say? Like, the hottest nigga I seen from St. Louis is Murphy Lee. And even he ain't fucking with me. I ain't gonna lie, I took offense to that nigga.
Yeah, he said, you can tell by the way I walk, I ain't from around here. Probably couldn't tell because I ain't going nowhere. Rich like another like I like everybody creativity, man, and they different characteristics and shit like that. People always try to talk shit about Rich Dollars, but
Rich Dollars is in my top 5.
Man, bro. Rich was nice.
I don't give a fuck. Rich Dollars was a fucking animal. BH, dog.
Man, shit straight.
Was
up.
Murph in the building though? Because in the camera he was like looking off to the side when he was saying that shit.
That's a good question.
Was Murph there?
That's a good fucking question, man. I'm getting older and shit, and I just
because in the footage he wasn't looking at Holla when he said it. He literally yelled it in one direction after he said, and even he not fucking with me. He went back to Holla, rapping to Holla.
I cannot remember, but he probably was in the building, bro.
Yeah,
that's how packed it was, dog.
Yeah, dog. That's crazy, man. So, as somebody who been in battle rap and around it since ground zero, man, what would you say? When would you say was like the best era of hip hop? You know what I'm saying? You got the 2000s, you got the 2010s. When, you know, the shit kind of like blew up. That's when we got like URL came out in like 09. Yep. So, yeah, URL came out in like 09. Then you got the 2010s, and now we in the 2020s where it's, you know what I'm saying?
You saying battle rap.
Yeah, battle rap. I'm talking about battle rap across the board. Yeah, the culture. When would you say?
When would I say the best times was? The best times was the inception of it with A-Verb and the SB. You know what I mean? Hollow versus A-Verb, Midwest Massacre. That was the best time, because I think without those events kind of like setting the table, it wouldn't be. Those other events wouldn't even happen, especially from a St. Louis perspective. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have those. So that was the day that we made our bones. You know what I'm saying? We dropping our nuts, goddamn it, all over the whole. Just let motherfuckers know that St. Louis is not down baby and nursery rhymes and shit like that type of. We got real deal MCs, real deal lyricists out here. So that time is the best time to me. That shit made me feel like when the Rams won a bowl and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just made a nigga like feel very, very good and very. I took pride in the ground breaking moments and shit that we had. So that's the best time for me.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? For that reason only. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's like I'm actually glad you said that too, because I'm gonna be real, man. And as somebody who done traveled this map of the U.S. more than my first share of times, nothing. I'm a avid like East Coast hip hop guy, avidly. right? But I will admit, some of the most annoying shit ever is to hear a room full of East Coast niggas talking, bruh. Especially about like hip hop and shit, man. A moment I took pride in battle rap wise, it even hit harder after I like met you and kind of knew kind of the backstory of it. Hitman Holla versus Cortez, bruh. When I heard, man, hey, and you can just see how the room, like you can see how the room reacting to Holla being in her. They letting, like Cortez can rap, salute to Cortez. But like I seen the second they said Hitman Holla from St. Louis, and it wasn't nobody else saying shit, but it was you. Well, it was you, obviously Holla.
That's the clip that I just put out. That's the same night. That retro clip that I had put out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same night. So it was me, Juice, Verb, Ill, Holla.
Yeah, he was up there throwing up the West Side on stage and shit. Like I was just like, yeah, bro. Like it's just like motherfuckers really just thought like the Midwest was like, it's crazy that in the grand scheme of things that wasn't that long ago. But Muzz really, in 09 to 2010, really thought St. Louis was just cows and fucking farmland. Like, nah, mom. It's like, y'all, like, this kind of like Muzz who think
New York
Africa
niggas are just very brash and shit like that.
Hearing a bunch of New York niggas talk, bro. East Coast niggas in general.
Home of hip-hop and shit, them niggas feel like they own that shit, and for somebody else to be doing it,
like I fuck with the Joe Budden podcast. I fuck with the Joe Budden podcast, but it's more than a few motherfucking clips I done had to turn off just listening to y'all niggas. Like,
yeah,
fuck is you niggas talking about?
Nah, I understand what you're saying for real.
Yeah, man. So, ask this: what's your proudest moment? Your specific proudest moment from STL in battle rap?
Shit, there's a few of them.
I figured it was. That's why I asked. That's why I said the specific one.
It would be a few of them. I probably just start when Hitman fucked Arsenal up, even though I wasn't there.
I was proud. I actually wanted to fly from Cali to New York for that one, but I couldn't get leave to do that.
Once I saw that, I felt like it was like Arsenal asked for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was just in the city.
If you around when I'm around, do not move. Don't crack a smile. I'm not your pal. We not cool. You goonfishes ain't allowed in the croc pool. And if they jump in, best believe they croc. Nigga, what?
Yeah, Arsenal
oh, my God. Hey, man, salute to Holla for that one, dog.
I'm going to say A-Verb versus SB for sure.
Okay, Holla, Arsenal, Verb, SB.
I ain't gonna lie though, probably the most is when that nigga B Magic and QP. That nigga, I thought
phenomenal battle.
QP came out the gate, man, just dropping
so
bombs
many
on
quotables.
Magics, man. So it was just like for Magic to even come back and to make it I would, like I told you on another pod, I think I clipped that up as well. I was like, damn, I had a tear in my eye. Like, damn, this nigga's really good. You know what I'm saying? This Crip nigga is really nice, man. But hey, you know, for real, man. So that was Kid Slade MVP, bro. You don't understand
I hate
man.
that shit was not. Granted, it was on Caffeine. Rest in peace to Caffeine. Jesus Christ, if that was a motherfucking YouTube drop, we talking 1 million, bro. I don't care what nobody say, dog. That's a 1 million view battle.
Kid Slade versus MVP.
Absolutely.
Because just he was like the super duper underdog the entire fucking tournament, and then to get the person that they said was gonna be that nigga, and he knocked him in a judge battle. It's absolutely crazy.
That actually plays into the shit I was talking about, like just East Coast niggas and they disrespect, dog. There's a lot of disrespect I peeped about the MVP shit. One, y'all had the nigga ranked 15. It was 16 niggas. Y'all had them close to the bottom. Then this pissed me off every time they put his name up there. Actually, now that I think about it, anytime they put any St. Louis nigga name up there, it said St. Louis, Michigan. STL, St. Louis, MI, not MO. They've been doing that shit since motherfucking ill verb. That shit was always pissing me off. Then
because they think Missouri.
Yeah, dog. That like it's like y'all niggas don't even bother to motherfucking fact check the shit. Then sat up here. He got through Anderson Burris. I didn't even get to see the Michigan Biscuit battle. I don't think that ever came out. So them two
different things.
Yeah, I know. The tournament and then the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, those two different things. So everything was judged.
I actually feel like
entire run.
I feel like no bullshit. I feel like they ganked. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like URL ganked MVP out of 135,000. I don't give a fuck what a soul got to say on that.
I forgot how much money it was, but I feel like they definitely ganked them out of that pay.
How I come up with the 135 number? It was the 10K for the Crucible shit. Mm-hmm. It was they didn't give them a chance to be a part of the 100K tournament that they did following that, and then the 25K from the actual shit with the real name Brandon situation. Yeah, the Summer Madness shit. It's like dog, MVP lived up to that name. He was the MVP of that Crucible class. The MVP. Bro, first things first, he got through Truth Watson, which wasn't hard to do, but Truth Watson, they thought so low of MVP. MVP rapping his heart out, but Truth Watson up here laying an egg, so they just like don't care about this. What's my dude who over Jay Black? Jay Black, typical. Any battle rap could do this. I'm like, do y'all not hear how cold this nigga? It took that nigga. It was True 4 after Kid Slade, wasn't it?
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 4 after Kid Slade.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, y'all.
Yeah, but it was 4 people in it. 4 people that he battled.
Yeah, man.
True Watson, True 4.
Slade, real name Brandon.
Real name Brandon.
And it's like, bruh, y'all did all these niggas, man. Like, they showed that nigga no respect the whole term in the Slade battle. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was watching that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You say I dropped it to her. I don't give a, man, what? I was at the crib, nigga, beating my chest. Nigga, shit. Like, nigga, that's how the fuck you do it.
On everything.
Man,
that's
hey, bro, salute to that nigga MVP, bro. Hey, my bad. That was your question, but I ain't gonna lie. I got a little passionate on that one.
It's all good, man.
They was doing my nigga MVP filthy, bro. I don't care what nobody say, man. But you said it was Verb SB is one of your proudest moments.
Hitman
Arsenal,
Magic
Clean, and MVP versus Kid Slade.
Yes, sir.
Cool. What do you think is the best moment you ever picked up on a street status camera? I got my personal favorite, but
shit, man, that's hard. That's hard. That's just hard to say.
That's why
it's. I told you that's why you send people the questions in advance, right there. That's exactly why. That's exactly.
All due respect, even if I sent you that question, I still don't think you'd have an answer right now.
I don't have a. I would have an answer right now because I've been able to come up with it and choose some shit over that. But man, it been so much shit on there, bro.
Exactly. Like, you got over 20 years of content.
Man, it's just so much shit on there, man. Dog. I probably would still have to go with if it just forsake the SB verb, because like without that, it don't really even set the standard for the rest of that shit going on. So I'm trying to think of something before the SB verb that I could maybe kind of like put it on there, and you know, Ill versus Holla maybe, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. It's but classic. Like other than that, but shit, post SB versus verb, it's so much shit on there, man. I think it's so much Guns versus Trey Pounds, Trey Pounds versus SK. Oh, we talked about that other one. Cash Flow. No, not Cash.
Cashola Hitman.
Cashola Hitman. Man. It's just these moments
losing that battle too.
These
I don't
moments
care what
are fucking super memorable, man. Like I can go on and on about that though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, man. My personal favorite, I watch this battle all the time. I don't care what nobody's saying. Just knowing how big the nigga got and what he is to this day. SBB Magic, to me, is hands down one of the greatest battles. It's my all-time favorite battle.
S who?
SB, I mean SK
and B Magic
versus B Magic.
Yeah.
My bad, SK. Crucial, nigga. My fault.
No.
But
yeah.
nigga,
I get your shoes and hats where I get my bruising.
Man, that battle got so many. Man, what? These niggas go on crew retreats through the weeks, secluded every year at a brand new nude. SK is a funny ass nigga, dog. But like literally every trademark we know B Magic for all happened in that battle. You must have slipped, fell, and bumped your motherfucking head.
Yeah.
All that shit, bro, is, nigga, the greatest shit, nigga. You want the Mac, I get the Mac. I bring that Mackie out. You fucking with the best. Oh, brought a Laffy Taffy out. 12 rounds boxed in when I pull that Thacky out. You
That's
running
like
SK? Yes.
Running like
Mayweather when I pull that Packy out.
You ain't, man, that right there, I ain't even... Niggas wasn't rapping like that before.
Oh my God.
Niggas was not rapping like
not at all.
Everything that hit that, like I watched that clip over and over. That clip that he just said right now, I can watch that motherfucker over and over. The crowd, everything, every element just played.
It all hit. That specific, that battle, I feel that battle, I feel the same way as I did when I watched it the very first time. That's why I'm like, that's easily the greatest battle of all time to me, bro. Granted, he was up there kicking SK ass, bro. It's like SK just like, I'm not finna beat him lyrically, but I'm definitely finna make this motherfucker memorable.
I think that wasn't SK first battle. I think he went out of town and had a battle in Chicago. I could be wrong before he had that battle here locally, but I think that B Magic was a battle rapper, and I think that SK, he hadn't found his
stride.
He didn't find his way yet. So like that first round, 2 minutes into it, you like. But
like
once
it started out rough,
once
bro,
he got into it was like that for him.
Yeah, dog. That, man. I'm supposed to believe you cruising legs and moving packs when it look like you cop your shoes and hats. Where I get my brews and yak. Nigga, how cool is that, man? Hey, bro. Salute to that nigga SK, man.
No, real shit.
We've been interviewing for a little minute, man. I'm gonna get you out on these last couple questions.
Talk your shit, man.
So, as I always say, man, you been heard from the beginning, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't answer this if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one to ask questions for. It's solely because I want to know, and I be feeling like if I want to know, it's other people who want to know. But a lot of I call them the starting 5 and the 6 man, which is Verb, Holla, Ill, Remedy, Juice, G Soldier, right? They was the, you know what I'm saying, whatever, right? Do you have solid relationships with a lot of these people? Because like a lot of their first moments happen on your camera, you know what I'm saying? Or you was in some way, shape, form involved with it, man. You know what I'm saying? What is your relationship like with a lot of these guys today?
Okay, so me and Verb, just respectfully, I don't really know what type time Verb on right now. Not to say that I have a bad relationship with them. I just don't have no relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't. It's like you can be cool with a nigga like that. He might turn on you tomorrow. I just don't even want to. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he said a few things, but it ain't nothing crazy that he said. But it's like, nigga, what the fuck type time you on? Anyway, Hitman, definitely got a relationship with Hitman. You know, we just text, call. He might call me up or some shit like that. Juice, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Remy D, got a cool relationship with Remy D. It's nothing crazy. He a barber. I don't let him cut my hair now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, no, just keeping it real. Like,
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, I got my barber, but when I see Remy, it's nothing but love. Young Ill. I see Ill nowhere, bro. I don't have no relationship with Ill. I can say for the 2019-2020 run, I did have a nice business relationship with him because I had him versus John, then I followed that up versus Rosenberg Raw, you know what I mean, during the pandemic. So that was the last time I had any type of relationship with him. That was a business relationship. I don't see the man anywhere. We don't keep in communication and none of that. But it's just not bad things. Niggas just be growing and spreading.
Motherfuckers got life. Man, life shit happen.
Family, all type of shit. Niggas got work. For some reason, a lot of battle rappers still don't understand that they gonna have to get out here and get them a fucking career. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap is probably not going to do it for them. You're not gonna be able to sustain a healthy lifestyle fucking around with battle rap because it's too up and down and shit like that. So niggas got jobs, careers. Niggas got to put food on the table. So, but yeah, I got a relationship pretty much somewhat with all of those guys, but either I got a relationship with you in some type of way or I don't.
Yeah, it seems like it's either
but
or.
Definitely no ill will towards anybody. I don't even got nothing. Nah, nigga could do something and I'd be like, man, that was some whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got no relationship with a couple of them, and other people I see them, it be A-okay.
Okay. Cool, man.
You ain't say nothing about you don't got no questions about the new niggas or the shit that's going on.
I'm
Get
actually
you some clips, man. While I'm on this motherfucker, man, get you some clips. Man. Get you some shit that's gonna push this shit.
First things first, I wasn't done yet, okay. But because you know what I'm saying. That's why I asked the relationship thing to talk about the newer guys, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, you know what I'm saying? You just told me the other day for the 314, hey, man, I got this, man. I know what I'm doing, man.
See, I did. You know your business.
You know what I'm saying? Let me work, man. So, we spoke on, the past, and you've been around for it present. We know you took your hiatus and all that, and you
always say that, but I'm going to have to go check my content just to see. You said 2016, but I'm gonna have to go check my content.
My shit might be a bit skewed, but I know it was the night that Reggie Battle does it. Rest in peace to Does It. It was the night he battled him that incident happened. So
yeah.
I want to say that was 2016, 2017.
But I'm trying to think of just a hiatus.
When I say a hiatus, what's a
hiatus?
You weren't throwing events.
How long is that?
I'm gonna be real. I came into the middle of it because I remember somebody had said something at a Street Report event. I think it might have been Champ, if I'm not mistaken. Cause when I first came around battle rap, Street Report was the only game in town moving, and if niggas wanted to battle out of town, they was going up to KC to go battle for the Connects. Salute to A-Wood, salute to all the cats at the Connects. That's what they was going on at the time. And I remember the nigga Champ, if I'm not mistaken, because him and Cloud was into it for whatever the fuck reason, I don't know. But he was saying something about street status something. And him and Marcos had a little dust up and shit about whatever, and then they carried on with the event. But you just wasn't throwing events, and that's why I said it early in the interview when motherfuckers was at an event, and then it was whisper, man, that nigga over here, da-da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. So that's just from my recollection. I didn't know what was going on, so I don't know how long you was out of the game at that time. I know you had came back when motherfuckers had the custody battle of the B-Mac versus Reggie Kush battle, because that caused, I was in the middle of all of that, and that caused a lot of, because that was the night Trey Pounds and B-Magic battle. Mm-hmm. So, but that was 2019? 18, 19? Hey, I'm about to feel like my numbers might be off.
Them way off.
Yeah, way off.
That's why I'm really trying to figure
Like I said,
it out.
I'm gonna be real. My years is, these events happen, but my years is off. Like I said, I don't know how long you wasn't throwing battles at that time. I just know
that you always say when I took the hiatus or whatever, and I'm just trying to figure out when did I.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to figure out. I just know you came back with the Magic Trey Pounds battle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But on to the new wave, man. What are your thoughts on the new era guys? You know what I'm saying? Verb done ascended to legendary status. Same with Holla. Ill, even though he's not as active. Same with him. Magic, same thing. G Soldier.
Are they STL legends or battle rap legends?
Every name I just said are Ill, battle rap legend. Magic, first ballot Hall of Fame battle rap legend. Holla, Verb, battle rap legend.
I'm just trying.
Yeah, like not just they are battle rap legends. You know what I'm saying? I know they talking the bullshit about Danger Zone. I guess the nigga.
No, I mean I wasn't really speaking for. I just want clarification though. Like
they're battle rap legends like across the entire culture, not just STL. But they all went on to go to bigger, better, and greater heights. And now, you know what I'm saying, then it was just the talent that was here. You know what I'm saying? The rise of KD, the rise of MVP. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the youngest shooters at the time, Danny Boy, the Craigs. You got niggas who was back a part of that second wave, W Dub, Trey Pounds, all them guys. Like, what are your thoughts on, you know what I'm saying, on these guys?
What you mean? Like, what are my thoughts on them? Like,
when you came back booking events on the regular, you know what I'm saying, who were some people you were impressed with?
No,
then?
I wasn't impressed with anyone. Let's get that on out the way. JB is the reason. He told me that I should fuck with Boat Chew. He told me that I should fuck with Reggie Kush. He told me that I should fuck with B-Mac. Those were three of the guys that he told me that I should fuck with.
Okay.
In the battle rap ring. I probably been to a street report battle and saw maybe B-Mac. I probably saw Boat Shoe as well.
Yeah.
And but it's more like JB, that's my partner, you know what I'm saying?
Salute to my nigga Will Drive.
He say fuck with some nigga. He was like, no. Let me take that back. He like, man, they dying to come on the street status stage. That's what he was saying. And I was like, well, shit, on the strength for you, let's just make it happen. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Yeah.
And they all proved to be who they were, you know, at that first event. They all proved who JB thought they were. You know what I'm saying? So, and I had and still got a long relationship with B-Mac. Still got a relationship with Reggie Kush. Still got a relationship with Boat Shoe, even though he say he retired or whatnot. But yeah, so it wasn't really what I think about them. It was just what JB asked me to do, and that was put them on. You know what I'm saying? And that was it.
So from that point, what motivated you to keep doing events post that?
Like I said, I'm just going back to saying that the hiatus that you speak of, I'm gonna have to go through my YouTube and just figure it out. It couldn't have been too long, you know what I'm saying? Like, and plus, this my shit. So it's not like I'm gonna allow, well, it was my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna allow niggas to go. I'm gonna drive the car to STL Battle Rap culture. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. So it was only right that shit, I came back, that fucking production, shit, that probably had cost me like $1,500, $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Our big stage. Come on now, you remember that niggas?
Yeah.
Like niggas is battling on floors and shit, man. Niggas ain't having that type of shit going on. That was lovely for the B-Max, lovely for the Reggie Kush. You know what I'm saying? That was lovely for them. So I wanted to drive the car to STL Battle Rap culture. So that's what made me continue. Cause shit, I came right back and did another event at the same place. B-Magic, K-Shine. I'm getting a little, you know, I can't remember the other guys who were on the card, but I know that was more like the headline.
I think Botion with Tez was on that card too.
It was more like that. They bet a couple dollars too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and the battle was a draw because they said them niggas started rounds with ass. I remember that.
Yeah, Buffy the Body ass, huh? You got more ass than Buffy the Body. But yeah, that was so yeah, that's what made me continue. And plus, this my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was obligated to. I was obligated.
Indeed. you wasn't impressed with nobody back then. Who are you impressed with today? Now that you actually, was putting your eyes. Back then he was off recommendations. Now,
dog,
you started.
All niggas be like, respect to all niggas, but they be cookie cutter battle rappers, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like I don't like nigga the Cash original,
yeah.
Trey Pounds original, yep. Hitman original, Verb original, Eel original, Magic original. You know what I'm saying? Like you not getting that. Bro, nobody is driving the culture when it comes to STL. You don't think we got no original
guys out today? I'm not as many. I'll give you that 100%. But you don't think we don't got no original people?
I'm saying like
Mac. To me, Mac is original. I don't give it like.
No, I'm saying of course Mac is original. I don't want to say that he's a cook because he's been battling forever though. You feel what I'm saying? So he got his lane. He ain't no nigga that popped up. This nigga battled from Takeover too.
Yeah, when he was in a motherfucking glasses, a fade,
he was in the living room,
shirt.
Somebody's living room.
Him and Go, salute to my nigga Go, salute to Mac. Yeah.
But what I'm saying, like, so he was. I'm not even gonna put him in that because he was from an original phase of battle rap. I ain't talking about no nigga that's coming down, bro. And like, I like what niggas doing, but like, niggas don't get. They not really giving me originality, authentic vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just battle rapping, bro. They character not.
I'm glad you said that word character, cause salute to my nigga Chris Mosley, silly man. He has said something about like staging battles, like WWE. Only thing I feel like should be like, niggas don't be having no type of personality and character, bro. And then add insult to injury, I've been saying this and I'll say this now. A lot of mugs today, they treat like, how girls that want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to strip, but they don't want nobody to strip, so they go deep east side to the Hustler Club and all that shit where the white people is or don't nobody see them. I feel like that's how a lot of these niggas treat battles, bro. Like, they treat it as if you're ashamed that you do it. Like, bro, you niggas don't create no type of personality, character. You barely promote it. It's like,
you just really like asking me like I got great relationships with a lot of the guys that he talking about. Like, I got nothing but motivation for them. Them niggas asking me about moves they should make. I'm gonna give them advice. You know what I'm saying? Inspiration, the whole shit. But what I'm saying to me is I'm just not a fan of, man, I can't wait. I'm not, me being a fan, I'm not finna go, man, dude finna battle. Man, I'm finna buy my ticket in advance. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what I mean.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not getting that from any of these niggas.
I see what
you know, all these niggas, some great individuals. You goddamn right, they good people. You know what I'm saying? Do they got respect for and what he's, of course. But Dayo Murder did. I wanted that nigga to battle bad. You know what I'm saying? Because him and Demo first battle is so motherfucking. They put a lot of heat on niggas at that moment. You know what I'm saying? And I think right now in battle rap, you still have these older guys and shit in the culture because these new guys really not putting no heat on their
no fire on.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't making them wanna. I ain't gonna lie, another dude who did Merlot.
Facts.
Merlot, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Merlot, you still on the STL no fly list, but yeah, nigga, you.
This nigga Merlot off his fucking rocker?
Absolutely,
true indeed. But I must say, he came and put heat on niggas who
definitely
felt comfortable in their position.
When he beat Cash Flow, I was like, whoo, shit.
I'm gonna say him, Dayo Murder, Merlot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Dayo only got one battle. Merlot got plenty of them. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like, at the end of the day, he kind of like watered down his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of that has to do with him just not being dependable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just to shit that's happening at street status, but shit all across the nation or whatever. So that's kind of like watered this shit down. But I felt like he put, and another thing, he became more of a voice on Spaces and X and shit like that than the actual person that he was supposed to be in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that can hurt a lot of people. But just back to what you were saying, just those are just a few people who I felt like I was fans of and I wanted to book. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm finna book this nigga versus yada yada yada.
Man, what about J-Day Ones?
Oh, J-Day Ones definitely did his thing. He definitely did his thing.
I had to shout him out because I kind of take credit for discovering them.
Yeah, Jay, but you know, he always used to hit me up and say he wanted to battle. I ain't saying that I ain't taking.
I wasn't aware of this. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just know.
He always.
I just remember, you know what I'm saying? I remember the drop the tenders card where you threw the gun in my lap and told niggas to reach out to me for bookings. Like I'm like, I didn't ask for none of this, but all right, whatever. I'll give it a shot. Cool. And I remember I was kicking it with this nigga Metaphor, man. And he sat up here and I was kicking it with the nigga Metaphor, and the nigga winded up. We talk about everything but battle rap, but this particular moment we was talking about battle rap, bruh. And I seen J-Day Ones in somebody's backyard, bruh. And I'm like, hey, how did that line go that he said? Like, he hella animated, he got hella energy. Like, his timing is just like on point. I know J-Day One's focusing on boxing now, and that's where he need to focus it if his heart ain't into this, so I don't blame him. But man, yeah, J-Day Ones was like one of them.
No, J-Day Ones definitely had some. He definitely had some moments. He definitely had some moments for sure. Man, I could talk about good battle rappers. Some niggas that kind of came on the scene and did that thing, but I'm just speaking of niggas that kind of like put niggas in, made niggas uncomfortable in they, you know what I mean, they position. I think the game needs more of that, especially here locally.
Easily, which actually segues into my next question. What do you think the city need? Because battle rap as a whole is like interest, views, money, all of that shit is down across the board. But the hell with everybody else. We're gonna focus here on, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna focus on our house, man. What do you feel is needed in the city, man, for
funding? Definitely funding.
Is that the only thing?
No, structure. The league owners need to be consistent as far as marketing, getting new battle MCs, getting new fans and things like that. So that's the structure part of it. And the funding, it takes funding. It takes money to package this battle rap culture and present it to the rest of the world, kind of like put it above. Because basically right now anybody can probably just get a lounge and throw an event, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
It has to be something, when I say funding, it has the top-notch production, top-notch marketing, you know what I'm saying? Put niggas' faces on billboards, bring a new aspect of the battle culture to this shit, not just getting a lounge, put niggas on the floor, got a film man. No, the production need to be tight with a runner show. No, the show start at 8.
Now you need to be here at 7:30. Now you talking my language. That's some shit I've been preaching forever.
You need to be here at this time, you know, because one thing about battle rappers,
niggas
man,
don't show up on time for
this
shit.
This nigga PK ain't gonna let me talk, y'all.
My bad.
He got passionate on me. But what I'm saying is, like, the niggas be the most just lazy individuals when it comes to, they always talking about the money that they need and shit, but then they don't want to follow the protocol and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas lazy. They come to shows late, throw your whole event off, the whole nine. So run a show, man. That needs to be in the contract. Hey, you need to be, if the show starts at 8, be here at 7:45 or some shit like that. Like, run of show is very important. So that just kind of fall under the structure label that I was talking about. The funding is the money. They need to be compensated, of course. The league owner needs to get his bread. The DJ, the security guard, the venue, you know what I'm saying? The people who do the production, the whole nine. So that's where the funding comes from. Because right now, a nigga like me, when I was in the streets and was running across cash on a daily basis, it was easy for me to just dump all bread in the battle rap. You know what I'm saying? But now that a nigga dealing with 40 hours a week and, you know what I mean, like, working hard, I'd be damned if I be a stupid nigga to go dump my bread off into something that's gonna be in the red, and then I got kids to feed, I got grandkids, all type of shit. I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Health insurance, life insurance. You know what I mean? All type of shit like that that really, really matters. So that's just where I'm at with battle rap now. For real, it has to be funded properly.
I agree wholeheartedly, man. Get you out of here on these last two, man, because I can have this conversation all day, man. But actually, last three, because I don't want to be a whole battle rap situation. But you you went from, because you just touched on something that like, you know what I'm saying, you went from being a street nigga and all this other shit, man. I forget the proper name of the award, but I was there for it. What was that? What was the fellowship award?
No, I think it was called. That's fucked up. You was there, but
I forget the name of it, man.
Basically, the award was given by Mission St. Louis. Stand Power Award. That's the name.
Yeah, Stand Power Award.
Excuse me, Mission St. Louis. Stand Power Award. I was just kind of like changing your life, man, and having the ability to stay in there and not falter to like everyday shit. And that's really where I'm at right now. And it was a great achievement for me, a great accomplishment, great accolade, because it was just metrics on where I'm at in my life right now. So damn, somebody gonna give me the recognition of
turning your life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's making me want to do bigger and better things. So yeah, shout out to Mission St. Louis, man. They really laid it out. It was down at what hotel was that again?
I don't know. That nice as hell.
It's a nice joint.
Nice as hell, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice joint. 21C.
Yeah.
21C Hotel, man. It was down there, and it was an epic night. I had a few of my kids in the building, and it was like that, bro.
Yeah, man. You have a you like I said in the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? You a rather inspirational guy, man. From the guy to vinyl, you know what I'm saying, outside of vinyl records, man, to the, you know what I'm saying, guy winning, you know what I'm saying, fellowship awards and all that, Stand Power Awards. My bad, my apologies. It's like, man, it's like you find I don't think it's anybody who find a solid balance between being like, you like a chameleon low key, except you're not, like, you literally can blend in with everybody. The same guy that's on Ridge and Arlington can go over here and be in rooms with the mayor and all that. Like, correct. Hey, man,
that shit be mind boggling to me at times too. Like, I'm in a room with Kara and shit. Like, yeah, right
you
now,
with the movers, like you in every step and phase of your life and anything you've ever stepped foot in, you were around the decision makers, the movers and shakers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's aura, man, and what people see in you. You know what I'm saying? Like even how I even got on this path has a lot to do with NLF. I try to get this nigga in there a few times, but
yeah, they keep denying me. I'm gonna keep trying though.
Yeah, that's a great program for you, bro. But I think that, like I said, it always goes to this. Somebody saw something in me I ain't even seeing my damn self. You know what I mean? And that's how I get in these rooms. And I think once I get in these rooms, they like, nah, this. Because another thing about it, when I go in these rooms, I ain't gonna speak on nothing that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? And when I do speak on something, you better believe I done did my research. You know what I'm saying? I done fact checked and done this shit. So I think it's a lot of that. And then another thing is, I'll probably come off super genuine. You know what I'm saying? I don't come off trying to be no faker.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So they probably like, damn, they probably still, as much as I want to be an intricate speaker and shit and all of that, they probably still heard the, you know what I mean, the slang and the authenticity in a nigga. So yeah, that'd be another thing, man. People like raw shit. They don't like when people be faking. So that's probably another reason why like people fuck with me like that for sure.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna spin back to that on the close out. These last things is this, man. Close out, I seem to notice that I'll be asking for lists at the end, man. Top 5 battles on your camera. all time. And top 5 battles all time on your camera, and top 5 battlers from St. Louis to you.
Top 5 battle rappers.
And we talking about you, your personal favorite.
Right.
Shit. Not we talking views.
I just like I said, man. I don't want to even just say A-Verb Hitman. So I'm gonna give 5 niggas ain't got the niggas is not gonna be in there.
Say less.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all know what they. Then it's like it goes back to the top 5 with Nelly and them and all of that shit. It's like damn, that's the truth, but. You got to shed some light on some other niggas who did that, and there's no order, but I definitely want to. Trey Pounds is not from St. Louis.
Carbondale.
He's from Carbondale, Illinois, but I have to throw him in there because the impact that this nigga had on his city and on the street status stage is fucking unmatched. He was bringing 40 niggas with him every time, bro.
East side, we the reason why security
40 niggas every time, bro. So I got to put Trey Pounds in there.
Okay, Trey Pounds.
I gotta put MVP in there, considering MVP comes from not battling but doing ciphers. Even when Takeover 2 was doing battles, I don't think the MVP battled.
Nah, he didn't.
This nigga was up front at every battle rap event that I had as a kid in high school. And for him to turn into the person that he was, and it's like the nigga just calculated the shit. You know what I'm saying? But his run on URL, not even just URL, his run started with Nick G, and then it went to Chilla Jones on my camera.
Yeah.
DNA, Chef Trez, Kid Slade, Truth Watson,
Anderson Burris.
Come on, like. Yeah. His run was impeccable. And another thing, he's the only nigga outside of A-Verb and Hitman to be on Summer Madness from the crib. Okay. That is an accolade in itself. Young Ill has never been on Summer Madness.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? So that's 3. That's 2.
Yeah, that's 2.
That's 2. B motherfucking Magic, man. It's a up for a run on straight just writing ability with B Magic and MVP. Them are 2 of the greatest writers, bro, that St. Louis has ever saw, bro. I'm telling you. I know for sure that them MVP, I don't think that he write. I think he go on his phone. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's still writing. I know that B Magic write.
Yeah. Notebook paper.
Yeah, you can hear it and you know that he write. You know what I'm saying? He be having like his shit is 4/4 type shit. Which of course he he'll mix it up on you. Don't get it fucked up, but it's still in them. That 4-boy setup. MVP, B Magic, Trey Pounds.
Got 2 more.
SK. The funniest nigga that's ever graced my stage. The funniest nigga. His style unmatched. And the only thing about SK, like he got his own character. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. SK is SK. And when he battled Young X, he was doing something that made me so mad. He wasn't SK. It was like he was sounding like Briz. Because Briz had battled Young X before. Yeah. So he was doing this little flow, and it pissed me off. Bad. Because I felt like he sounded just like Briz to me. But SK, because his character is just like unmatched. He's super funny. So that's 4. Damn, man. It's like.
Got one more, man.
One more, man. Man, it's Guns, man. Guns. It's Guns. Guns is. He has such potential, man. Like.
Quiet as it's kept. He almost cleared A-Verb, man. I mean A-Verb, A-Wood.
Yeah, Guns is. So I'm just gonna have to go with Guns, and if I it's probably other people that I could put in there, but this just me right now. That's just those individuals that I'm gonna go off of. Them, I'm fans of those guys. There you go. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I am a fan of them. Honorable mention, VI. VI was once my favorite battle rapper at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's before B Magic came and shit. But Matter of fact, they battled each other twice. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you said top
5 battles to happen on your camera.
Top 5 battles happen on my camera. A-Verb versus SB.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Hitman versus KD because they got me my most views.
Okay. In Fat Buddha Studio.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with B Magic versus SK, like you stated before.
All time greatest.
I'm gonna have to go with Trey Pounds versus SK.
Phenomenal battle.
Damn, I'm leaving some shit out though. I ain't even gonna lie. I just thought about some shit, man. Damn, dude. Top 5 probably just ain't enough, but just off my head.
It was to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you did that.
It was definitely to
you
put you on the spot.
did
I
that.
figure you can go with top 15 if you wanted to.
B Magic versus Horless. Man, come on. Even with Magic choking and shit in that battle, I don't think it was just high-powered writing all through that battle, man. Like, that shit was insane. So what else? That 3?
That's 5.
That was 5?
That was 5.
Man, look.
B Magic Horless, SK Trey Pounds, Magic SK, Verb SB, KD Hitman.
Yeah,
that's 5, man. Well, I truly appreciate you, man. I salute you behind the camera. I always say I can't salute you enough, man. I'm glad you was able to come from behind the camera, man, to sit in front of the camera, man, for this interview. I don't know how long we've been going. It feel like it's been going for quite a minute. But I'm going to say this, man, and I always say it, man, even when we clash on opinions and all that, man, all the time. But
that's healthy.
It's healthy, man. It's all in love, man. You
just know that I respect who PK is,
and vice versa.
Yeah,
100%.
So a nigga gonna have fucking.
Yeah, 100%.
We gonna clash with a lot of shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it's really just we only don't think we just clashing on. Please don't think that. We clashing with opinions and debates and you know what I'm saying. It's just high level conversation. So that's really what we talking
definitely,
about.
man. But that being said, man, I always say this, bro. You're an extremely inspirational and motivational guy. Like literally every box of what a solid person
appreciate you, bro.
Would be, you check it. You know what I'm saying? And literally, street status couldn't have been a better name. Not only as far as street shit, but it's like literally I've never gotten a bad. Like if a mug say and now you done turned your life around, people know you Antonio.
Right.
It's like I've never heard in any aspect like that. Ain't nobody ever got the lemon juice face
for sure.
At hearing your name. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, he did da. And quiet as it's kept. Like when you see TV and people be like, man, yeah, I know a guy who know a guy. You can find in a hole in the wall, and you can find this nigga in a boardroom, dog, in every space in between, dog. I do be pulling it off. I never understand, man, but he do it, man. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I've never told you this, but I'm not a guy who's too proud to admit, like, it's some of your moves I try my best to emulate, man, because it's like, hey, I would like. Shit, I be in holes in the wall. I ain't in no boardrooms yet. So
I'm gonna get you in the boardroom.
I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be able to do that as well, man. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get you in them boardrooms, but this is the pick. My nigga be wilding on the local government online.
But that even they respect me. But I see what you're saying.
But yeah, like, and I just be trying to tell them like, you get more bees with honey than shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't give them. It might be vinegar. I ain't gonna go. Like, I don't give them shit. It be vinegar. But
you know what I mean?
see what you're saying.
You be on there. I just want you to be more. How you feel is how you feel, but don't sever. You fuck up your relationships with. You know what I mean? Or where you even trying to go? You know what I'm saying? With just shit like that.
Yeah, man, definitely. But that being said, man, you always been a stand-up guy. You ain't never backed down on nothing you ever stood on.
No, for sure.
And you know what I'm saying? And in your words, man, shit, man, stay solid. Never change, man. One of my favorite quotes from you, bro.
Where's the chant, fellas?
Hey, man. Hey, man, one of my favorite quotes from you that I actually use all the time, man, is like, man, niggas is hoes, man. Niggas ain't got no integrity out here. And in a world, in an ever-changing world that we live in where motherfuckers change allegiances and thought processes and whatever at the drop of a fucking dime, all because they want to crack some girl, somebody they a fan of, did some hoe shit, and people change. Nobody stays solid and have integrity in themselves or confidence in themselves, right, man. And that specific quote loops to me all the time, man.
And just before we get off, and I'm glad that you even spoke on that. First off, I want to say that for you to say that you emulated anything of mine, it was for that. And just to even hear some shit back like that, hey, I truly appreciate that. You a real nigga for that. And then the one thing about niggas ain't got no integrity, they hoes or whatever. I'm not saying that the battle rap culture right now is hoes or none of that. I'm not saying that. But the integrity that we had on making sure that St. Louis was a solid front of battle MC, you know what I'm saying? The culture was like, stand up, is gone. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is doing anything for them little few views and a little bit of recognition, and the integrity has been lost. So that's kind of like
the thing about that is, I don't just apply that. I don't even apply that to battle rap, even though it can apply to that. I apply it to life, because it's like, it's hella shit that be happening in the world, and it's like motherfuckers don't think for themselves. Motherfuckers literally go with popular opinion just because that's what it is, and it be like, yeah, and don't let it be. This shit is immoral. This shit wrong. But somebody you like is a part of it, or say they fuck with it. So
I just want to really make sure that I said that about the battle culture, though, because just to let motherfuckers know, like, it still might not make them have any integrity or whatever when it comes to the culture. But I'm just saying, like, St. Louis had a super duper voice. We was a united front, you know what I mean? We might hate each other like a motherfucker, but on that front we was united. And I think that all of that is lost. Niggas is just going for themselves out here right now, and that's what
man,
it is.
But like I said, man, I truly appreciate you sitting down with me, coming from behind the camera.
Waynemart, baby.
You know hey, that's it, man. Hey, per usual, man, I can't salute you enough, man. I can't shout you out enough, man. If you want top tier quality production,
you better
man,
believe it.
Make sure you get with Status Digital Agency, man.
Yes, sir. You know yes, sir.
Here in Powerhouse Studios or wherever you're located.
Powerhouse Studios.
Salute to Powerhouse Studios, man, for allowing us this beautiful space, man. Well, it's not allowing because I paid for it, but that's beside the point. But hey, man, this has been the Waynemart Experience, man. I don't even know how long we've been going, man, but this has been the Waynemart Experience. Time, I am the one, the only almighty PK Wayne Phillips, man. The man to my right, STL Mover and Shaker, man. You know what I'm saying? One of the realest motherfuckers you'll ever come across, man. From D Squared to City Hall, man. Solid nigga everywhere you can find him, man. The West Side legend, man. Weston, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Y'all be cool how y'all be cool, man. We out.